Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel and welcome to your monthly love horoscope for August of 2022. My name is Michelle Fondin. I am an author and speaker. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. We're going to get started in just a moment. Let me do a brief overview of this video, as this is the first time I'm doing this series, which will be repeated monthly. We're going to start out with a general love reading, and then we're going to go deeper. We're going to divide it into 3 categories. If you are single and ready to mingle, if you are already in a relationship, or if you are in a situation where it's complicated. And finally, I'm going to answer 2 of your love questions. I'll ask you to pause the video, or you can write them down now, and then I will answer 2 yes or no type love questions. So with no further ado, let's get started. First, I'm going to say a blessing over the cards. If this doesn't resonate with your belief system, you can either skip ahead, as there are chapters listed below, or you can just say a silent blessing inside of your heart. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, archangels, angels of God, Capricorn's guardian angels, let this reading be the highest light and love of God the Father. Let it bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. Romance angels, please help Capricorn to understand their love life for August of 2022. Okay, Capricorn, to start with our general love reading, we're going to pick 3 tarot cards, which is going to represent the trajectory of your love life for August of 2022. Now, you must remember that this is a general reading, and so the whole reading might not resonate with you. However, if just a part of it does resonate with you and you feel that tugging at your heart and you're like, oh my God, this is so me, then it's probably for you. And if you, Capricorn, are viewing this reading and like none of it applies to you, then I would highly encourage you to get an individualized reading if you've been wondering about your love life, and I do those as well. Okay, so far it's looking really interesting. I feel like this is more at the beginning of August, a period of deep reflection and also getting rid of people that you no longer need in your life. Or you've been reflecting on a current relationship that you've been wondering, is this worth my time? So one of those 2 things is typically occurring right now for you. And let us move into this hardcore reading, because it looks like there's something that's gearing toward commitment, and we're going to talk about that. So let's analyze the first tarot card that came out, and it is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. And I do feel like this is a quiet, reflective energy for you, because the Queen of Swords has been around the block. The Queen of Swords in love, she's maybe been divorced. It could be a he, right? We're talking about the archetypal energy of the Queen of Swords. So if I use a gender-specific pronouns, please don't get offended. It's just because there is an archetype in each of the tarot cards. So she has been around the block. She may have been married for a while, been married and divorced a few times, but it's really hard to pull the wool over her eyes when it comes to love. And so I do feel, Capricorn, that you are in this mentality of, I've been around the block, I've seen things, and I'm not really sure if my current dating situation, my current relationship situation, my current it's complicated situation, which we're going to discuss in just a minute, but I'm not sure if this current situation is worth my time. And the angels are coming in and saying the reflection piece is you wondering, is this going to be stable for me? Can this withstand the test of time? Because you, as a Capricorn, you tend to like stability. You tend to like things that stick around for a while. So I think in the first part of August, you're going to be reflecting on, is this person worth my time? And is this going to withstand the test of time? Here we have the Page of Pentacles, which for me is really about an investment. Now, obviously, if we're talking about love, it could be, I want to communicate that this dating situation, I want to communicate that this relationship needs to be an investment. We're not going to just date to date. We're not going to just date for sex. This really needs to be an investment, because here we have With this Page of Pentacles, we have patience. This will unfold as it's meant to unfold with divine timing. But I almost feel, Capricorn, that you are the one who is taking the reins here in your love life with your dating situation, with your relationship situation. And you're basically saying to the other person, after deep reflection, you're saying a relationship takes time. It takes time to grow, and this is an investment. So I'm not going to just start things willy-nilly. I'm just not going to start things and continue things if I don't mean it. If I start things and continue things, it means that I'm in it for the long haul, but this is going to take time. We're not just going to jump into marriage. We're just not going to jump into living together. This is something that needs to unfold with time. And I see you communicating this to your person this month in August. Now, finally, we have this Ace of Wands with marriage. So I do believe that for you, the enterprising of this relationship, whether you are beginning the relationship, you're in the middle, you're toward the end, or you're just thinking about dating, I have a feeling that you have your sights set on a committed relationship. You have your sights set on this needs to culminate in marriage. When we start something, this needs to culminate in marriage. Otherwise, it's not worth my time. And I really feel that this is where you are at, Capricorn, and you're basically like, I don't want my time wasted. I know that good things take time, that good things take time to grow, but I'm not willing to sit around and just let my time be wasted. If we're going to start something, it's going to end in marriage. Like, that's my thought process. So I do feel that whatever person you find, whatever person you have, is going to have to understand this about you. Okay, Capricorn, now we're going to switch over into 3 deeper categories. And the first category is if you are single and ready to mingle. So Capricorn's guardian angels, please give us some guidance as to what we need to know about the Capricorn who is single and ready to date, who is single and ready to mingle. What does Capricorn need to know at this time for August of 2022? We've got the 5 of Swords, and it says not by the rules. 5 of Swords, not by the rules. It's interesting because I think, Capricorn, in all honesty, I feel that you are the person who likes to live by the rules. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn likes to play by the rules. Saturn says there is an order to things. There are rules for things, and we obey those rules, and that's the way we do things. However, what I'm seeing here is that if you are single and ready to mingle, and it's really funny because it shows like a gentleman holding out flowers toward a lady, and she's got her back turned away from him, but he's also holding a sword, like he wants to stab her in the back. So, you know, this is a little bit unconventional as a photo for this card, but here is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is with this 5 of Swords is that you might want to understand other people's motives for dating if you are to proceed with them. Okay, I'm going to say that again. 5 of Swords could be about you understanding other people's motives for dating before you date them, because I think that's really important for you. So instead of starting out and having those stepping stones and playing by the rules and like having a nice chat, having the phone conversation, going on that first date, I feel like in a way you need to, straight off the bat, in the first conversation or the first few conversations, you need to say, what are your motives in dating? What are your motives? Why do you want to be dating? Because I feel like that will eliminate that backstabbing potential from a potential date person, because you don't want to play around. This is what you want. You want a fresh start, a new relationship to end in marriage. So if those are your intentions, then first and foremost, you need to make those intentions clear to the other person. but also you need the other person to make it clear to you why they're in the dating pool. So I hope that was helpful for the Capricorn single and ready to mingle. Now we're going to move on to Capricorn who is already in a committed relationship. Angels and guides, please help Capricorn understand what they need to know about their love relationship, if they are in a committed relationship, and where this relationship happens to be headed. Please give Capricorn some insight. We've got the Lovers Divine Union. I actually really like this because look at this. I mean, Capricorn, honestly, when it comes to marriage and union, you have had the best reading so far, and I'm almost all the way through the 12 signs. You've got the Lovers card, Divine Union. Look at that. And it's the Lovers card upright, Capricorn. So I feel that if you are in a committed partnership, if you are in a committed relationship, that this is meant to stay, this is meant to be long-term, and it's meant to withstand the test of time. If you are already in a marriage and you're really not sure, you're like, okay, I don't know if this is gonna last forever because I'm seeing some red flags, we've been fighting, whatever it is. Just know that you will be able to work through it because you got the Lovers card. You will be able to heal your relationship and this will have stability. So this is a wonderful reading for you if you are a Capricorn in relationship. Next, Capricorn, we're gonna pull some cards for you if you are in a complicated situation. So angels and guides, this is for Capricorn who is in a very complex and very complicated situation. So Capricorn in a complicated situation, please and thank you. So we've got the 9 of Wands in reverse, and it says, overwhelmed. You've got this. Overwhelmed. You've got this. But Capricorn, if you're in a complicated situation, I do want to get one more card to figure out why are you overwhelmed. I want to know why you are overwhelmed in this complicated situation, because I feel deeply that you actually know what you want. Yeah, so it says Champion of Cups, follow your heart. Champion of Cups, follow your heart with that overwhelmed card, which is the 9 of Wands in reverse. So here's why I feel you are overwhelmed, Capricorn. It's because you have a plan. And you have a plan that is very logical to you. It follows your logical mind. It follows things in order, and you have your end goal. And you're really certain about your end goal. However, the problem with that is that if you aren't following your heart, if you're only following your head and not your heart, you may be overwhelmed and confused. So I do have a feeling that if that is the case, if you've been following your logical plan, but it hasn't been working out because you're ignoring your heart, then start following your heart, let go of the plan for now, just for a moment, and see if your situation changes. But we're gonna have a look at what your person in this complex situation has to say to you. So for Capricorn in this complicated status, your person, what does your person need to say to you? I've been having flashbacks of us. So this could mean that you're in some sort of separation from this person, you had a recent breakup, or you've been breaking up and getting back together with this person. Let's go ahead. What does your person have to say to you, Capricorn? When I question why I think of us, I see 1111. Yeah, this leads me to believe that this complex and complicated situation might be a twin flame situation or a soulmate or strong soulmate situation, but I do have a feeling that it's been frustrating for you. You've been seriously overwhelmed because a twin flame situation, a strong soul connection situation in which it's not a straightforward line, can make you feel very, very uncomfortable because it doesn't follow your plan. You're like, where's the plan? And so I think the idea is to follow your heart and start moving into more of the heart space so that you actually know what to do. Okay, Capricorn, now we're going to move forward and we are going to do some questions. So these are yes or no type questions, and you can pause the video here and write down 2 love questions that have yes or no type answers, and I will answer those questions. Okay, Capricorn, this is the answer to your first love question. So I'd like you to keep that question in mind, read it out loud to yourself, or stare at it as I am picking the cards. I have 10 cards. Some of them are yes and no cards. Some of them are maybe, some of them are other answers, but gearing toward a yes or a no. So dear angels and guides, for number 1 question for Capricorn, what is the answer, please? We've got maybe. This isn't a yes, this isn't a no, this is a little fuzzier, but I feel that this is more of a hold off. You don't have enough information to make a decision about this question. Now, Capricorn, let's move on to your second question. So go ahead and look at your second question, read it out loud, hold that question in your mind, and we will get the answer to your second love question. So angels and guides, for the second love question for Capricorn, what is the answer, please? This is for your highest good. So I believe that is a yes. I would say that is definitely a yes. This is for your highest good, Capricorn. So I hope this reading was helpful, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this with other people who want to hear love horoscopes for their sign. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. I have 10 published books. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can book a reading with me or pledge your support on Patreon, and all of those links are below. And I will see you in the next video.